Aaron, you guys are so good in these back-to-backs. Where'd you find the energy to control this game tonight?
I don't know. I'm not sure where it came from. I think it just comes from belief in ourselves and each other. I think DA instills a good amount of energy before the games. He understands where the level is, you know. He knows not to kind of like overhype it or undersell it. And, I think we played at a good level throughout the entire game.
If I had told you this team, as understaffed as it is, would go 6-3 without Nikola Jokic, would you believe it?
Well, I think it's a different team than years past. I think it's a testament to the guys on this floor and in this locker room. We have a lot of talent. Obviously, we missed Big Fella tremendously, but we're going to do what we can do until he gets back.
And I've heard this said many times, injuries suck, but not having those guys, could that be a good thing by the end of the season? Because young players are playing, man.
Yeah, everybody's getting the feel. They're getting their feet wet. So I think when the moment comes, the moment won't be too big.
Aaron, thank you very much. Congrats. 17-7, best road record in the NBA.
They have Jamal out of the game for a little bit at the end of the third, obviously, just kind of the resilience in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, they just kept putting their head down and driving, and obviously it was working. So we were not getting back and walling up well enough. Our two main ball handlers as of right now, with Peyton and Jamal both having foul trouble, I thought it stunted our offense. We didn't do a good job getting behind screens to create the roll and pass stuff that we got in the first half. But this group's been like that all year. We've lost some games like that where we've played really well, and there's no reaction to it. There's just how do we get better from it. This would be the same thing after a win. We can be better in the fourth quarter. But I thought the guys that came back in they balanced that out offensively. They made some big shots. There's so many ways to win and lose NBA games, and we found a way to win that one with a really appropriate start that we didn't have here last time. And, just held on, in the fourth quarter. But in the end, you score more points, you move on with a win.
What is Jamal Murray doing? What is it refined in this game that you've seen? I mean, every player develops, but what's different now?
I don't know. I think he's just so clean with his decision-making right now. I mean, all the offense that was created in the first half, unfortunately, he only had 3 assists and only 5 for the game. But the amount of open shots he created was incredible. And I think he's just finding that scoring can come to him easily, and sometimes easier when you just continuously make the right play. You stretch their defense out, and now they have to react to you. And they started to switch 1 through 5 as opposed to being up with him, which was all the creation. And then the 1 through 5 allowed him now to go to work offensively because we know how good he is as an isolation player. So 33-5 again. He's having a tremendous season, and he's doing it in such a leadership way and in big moments. He's been a special player forever, just in case anybody didn't realize that, and he still is. So really good night from him.
Did you feel like the fatigues kind of set in the last 5-6 minutes when they made their run, or is that just good play by them?
I think we're on a back-to-back. I mean, I think guys played a lot of minutes. I thought the group that Jason Kidd put in was really smart. They just got downhill. They played small. And so you're looking for anything when you're behind, and they found something there. Caleb Martin was great. Brandon Williams was really good. And, we were up against it a little bit defensively with how small we are. We were not walling up at the rim well enough. But there's always fatigue in these games. And, I'm playing Jamal a lot of minutes. Tim's playing, way beyond the minutes we thought we would play him. But those guys just kept fighting, and they just keep fighting, trying to find a way to win games. We're doing that right now. I don't care if it's ugly or we score 130. It doesn't matter. We're just trying to find whatever, the equation is that night. Just find a way. Play with the way the game demands you to play to continuously win, and we've done that so far.
Just big picture for you guys to be 6-3 since Nikola got hurt, back into second place alone in the West at the halfway point of the season. How do you evaluate that first half of the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a resilient group. I've said this before, and I'm not like a Disney movie here, but these guys like each other, and they like playing basketball together. That's the great feeling to have a bunch of guys and make a lot of money to play this sport with all the media that's involved in it and the pressure from the outside. This group just feels like shoot-arounds, walkthroughs, when we eat together, the bus, the plane, and obviously when we play games, there's just a real connection with this group. And they cheer for each other. They're happy when somebody else has a night, when it's not their night. And that's not something you get in the NBA every year. And so I think that's why we withstood all these injuries, with Jamal and Aaron and Nikola and Cam and CB and Valanciunas, all these guys that have been out, the guys that have stepped in have found that their expectation of themselves was the same as the group that we had. They want to win games. They want to be part of this, this year's conversation of teams that are in the mix. And they're on this team. And so they feel like that's their responsibility, and that's how they're playing.
You just completed the official halfway point of the season, 41 games. Does it feel that way?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just been such a crazy 41, just the wildness of when things happened and all that. But, successful 41 games, but it's so much, more to go and so much more to accomplish. And I keep saying this, it's just day to day. You just try to accomplish how good you can get the day of. Stay within that moment, stay present. And, you're going to have ups and downs throughout. But I think if you can do that, you'll maintain the right spirit and you'll play the right way. And so far we've been doing that. And it's a lot of different ways throughout this year. We've played a lot of different styles. But the guys, obviously, in that room can do that. So I'm really proud of them.
What did you learn about your team specifically during the stretch without Joker?
I think I've learned that we can play a lot of different ways if we have to. And I think there's something to it where it's not just the, you're losing all this offensive efficiency with him out. I'm thinking about if we're lucky enough to be in the tournament at the end of the year and he gets 2 quick fouls. We've seen a lot of different stylistic basketball from us that wasn't the plan coming into the season. Valanciunas not, him being out, and, playing small ball with Peyton and Spencer, Zeke, Duran, just finding a different way to play nightly. And then obviously what Jamal can do, can put a team on his back, especially a team that plays for each other. So, yeah, I think that's what I felt. Obviously, you're in the moment. You're just kind of flowing through the season. But these guys really have played so many different styles. And I think the team that won it with us, what really stood out to me was our second unit that year was completely different than our first unit. And it was a defensive, tough-minded group that just kind of found a way until Nikola and Jamal would come back in. Jamal was sometimes with that group. But, yeah, you're looking for that other style. So when you get into a series, you get into a really tough, close game in the second half of the season, you can go there if you need to. So that's been the most impressive thing for me with our best player out.
You mentioned a little bit ago Peyton Watson is one of the primary ball handlers. I don't think that's something you would have said a month ago. What discoveries have you made with him, or what discoveries has he made in his own game over these last few weeks?
Yeah, he's a much more efficient driver of the ball to score and make a play for somebody else. We've used him, Christian, and Aaron as initiators of plays to get Jamal off the ball in the past, but this is a completely different thing. This is the second side dribble handoffs, the early drags, and attacking and making the proper play. If it's time to score, if it's time to pivot and shoot a jump shot, is it time to kick it? It's not perfect. It's a growing process for him, but he's done such a good job of it. And there's been a maturity to how he's playing. And so I don't look at all the scoring numbers. He's on a heater right now. So it's not the shooting for me, even though that is a great improvement. It's the playmaking. And we're not a team, and over the years, it's been one that drives and kicks a lot. It's all off the pass and cut. And so to see him accomplish that, amongst other guys, has been really cool. So really happy for Peyton. It's always fun to see young guys grow and get better, and they put the time in, they put the work in. And for him to have this success right now is, it's cool for him, and it's also cool for that locker room and that team. Like I said, these guys cheer for each other. They're happy for Peyton. Obviously the staff is as well.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Everything. For me, I just like his mindset. I like where his head's at. I like how he wants to improve. He wants to get better. I like when he doesn't touch the ball for numerous possessions. He doesn't get too frustrated. He knows what it is. He knows other guys are out there doing his job, and sometimes it just be like that. And he doesn't let that affect him game to game or possession to possession. He just keeps it cool and keeps confident in himself for whenever his opportunity arises. And I think with this big opportunity arising, he's been able to show what he's capable of in different ways, not just putting the ball in the hoop, but how versatile he is, and that he can be a problem in this league for a long time.
Jamal, how are you able to raise your level of game when you're under the weather?
I mean, it's just basketball. It's second nature, just on autopilot, I guess, just playing.
Autopilot's one thing, but you guys now, without Nikola, 6-3, does this surprise you at all, or is this something that's expected?
No, we're also missing Cam Johnson and Valanciunas, CB, those guys too, right? So, those guys can play as well, but we got enough in this locker room to keep it going and keep it rolling. Obviously we miss Big Fella. He's such a catalyst for our whole offense and everything he does, and he's so consistent with his energy on both ends, so we miss that. But guys are coming in, taking advantage of the opportunity, and we're playing together.
I think I could argue you're the most accomplished player who hasn't been an all-star in the league right now. What would an all-star appearance mean to you?
I don't know. I guess gets me to the All-Star game and makes everybody have to have a different narrative.
I think you get a watch, too, or something.
Huh?
You get a watch or
Do
something.
I? Nice.
There you go.
What is it about this team on the road, 17-7, more road wins than any team in the league right now?
We just come together. We do what we're supposed to do, rebound, get out in transition, make shots, and play together.
You were around for the championship season. What's different about this team, if anything?
I'll say we're a deeper team. We have trust in everybody out there who goes and play. Everybody's ready to hoop. And then when I left, the guys who were coming in and making a difference were here. So they're used to the offense, used to the players, and everybody got a lot better.
If I told you guys go 6-3 without Nikola, what do you say to me?
I would say that's why they brought us here. Just in case some guys go down. We have a deep team. We have guys that can step up and contribute right away. So, yeah, no surprise.
When is the stock show going to see you?
On Friday. I'll be there Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, beware of Cowboy Bruce at the stock show.
Thank you.
Thanks.